In today's world, where conversations often feel shallow and rushed, building genuine connections can seem almost impossible. But what if you could change that? What if you had the ability to create meaningful relationships faster than most people? Picture this: walking into a room and leaving everyone feeling like they've known you forever. It's not about being overly charming or saying all the right things. It's about understanding how real connections are formed. Whether it's making new friends, networking, or forming romantic bonds, knowing how to connect on a deeper level sets you apart. In this guide, we'll reveal how to unlock the secrets to meaningful relationships faster than 99% of people. Let's dive in. Number 1. Social skills. Social skills play a crucial role in our daily lives, influencing our ability to communicate effectively, build relationships, and achieve success. These skills encompass a range of abilities, including active listening, empathy, and effective verbal and nonverbal communication. Mastering social skills is essential not only for personal interactions, but also for professional advancement. Individuals with strong social skills often find it easier to navigate complex social situations, collaborate with others, and foster meaningful connections, which can lead to greater opportunities and success in their careers. Notably, many successful individuals, such as CEOs and world leaders, exemplify the power of social skills in their rise to prominence. Their ability to connect with others, inspire teams, and negotiate effectively highlights the importance of these skills in leadership and influence. As we delve deeper into this topic, viewers can expect to learn practical techniques that can enhance their social skills. Whether it's through improving conversational abilities, understanding body language, or developing emotional intelligence, these strategies will empower individuals to interact more confidently and effectively in various settings. By honing these essential skills, anyone can improve their personal and professional relationships, paving the way for a more successful and fulfilling life. Join us as we explore the transformative impact of social skills and how they can be cultivated for lasting success. Gaining love and influence through social skills is a powerful concept that underscores the importance of interpersonal connections in our lives. Social skills enable individuals to foster relationships built on trust, respect, and affection, ultimately leading to being loved and valued by others. When we communicate effectively and demonstrate empathy, we create an environment where people feel understood and appreciated, which naturally draws them closer to us. Mastering social skills can be likened to obtaining the key to life. It opens doors to meaningful relationships and opportunities that enrich our personal and professional experiences. At the core of human interaction lies a foundational instinct, the desire to seek value in our connections with others. We are inherently social beings, and our interactions are driven by the need for acceptance, support, and recognition. When we cultivate our social skills, we not only enhance our ability to connect with others, but also increase our capacity to influence and inspire those around us. This influence can lead to deeper bonds and a greater sense of belonging, as people are naturally drawn to those who exhibit strong social acumen. By understanding and honing these skills, we can navigate the complexities of human relationships, ultimately fostering a life filled with love, respect, and meaningful connections. Number 2. Communication skills. Communication skills are fundamental to a man's ability to forge strong, meaningful connections. While often overlooked, these skills are crucial in navigating the complexities of personal, romantic, and professional relationships. Studies show that communication accounts for a significant portion of what determines success across various fields, highlighting its importance in achieving goals and building a fulfilling life. For men, mastering communication becomes especially crucial in fostering quality connections. In the realm of romance, effective communication is the bedrock of lasting intimacy. A man who can articulate his thoughts and feelings clearly, listen empathetically to his partner, and engage in open and honest dialogue is far more likely to build a strong, healthy relationship. The ability to express vulnerability, address conflict constructively, and understand non-verbal cues are all essential components of successful romantic communication. These skills allow for deeper connection, greater trust, and a more fulfilling partnership. Beyond romance, communication skills are equally important in building and maintaining strong friendships. Men often rely on their social circles for support, camaraderie, and shared experiences. Effective communication strengthens these bonds by allowing for open expression, active listening, and mutual understanding. A man who communicates effectively can build trust with his friends, navigate disagreements with grace, and create a supportive network that enriches his life. Professional success also hinges on effective communication. Whether leading a team, negotiating a deal, or presenting an idea, a man's ability to communicate clearly and persuasively directly impacts his career trajectory. Strong communication skills can help him build rapport with colleagues, establish credibility with clients, and achieve his professional goals. Developing strong communication skills is an ongoing process. It requires active listening, clear articulation of thoughts and feelings, and attentiveness to nonverbal cues. It also necessitates the ability to adapt communication styles to different contexts and audiences. By honing these skills, men can unlock the potential for deeper, more meaningful connections in all areas of their lives, leading to greater personal and professional success. Number 3. Asserting your self-esteem. Asserting your self-esteem is intrinsically linked to recognizing and honoring your own inherent value. It's about understanding that you are worthy of respect and positive regard, regardless of external validation. This inner confidence empowers you to navigate social interactions with grace and authenticity, fostering genuine connections built on mutual respect. When you value yourself, you project an aura of self-assuredness that naturally draws people in. One crucial aspect of asserting self-esteem is setting healthy boundaries. This involves clearly defining what is acceptable and unacceptable behavior towards you, and communicating these limits effectively. When you establish boundaries, you protect your emotional and mental well-being, creating space for healthy relationships to flourish. This isn't about being demanding or controlling, but about respecting your own needs and ensuring they are met. Another key element is refusing to seek constant external validation. While it's natural to appreciate positive feedback, your self-worth shouldn't be contingent on the opinions of others. Relying on external validation creates a precarious sense of self-esteem, susceptible to the whims and judgments of others. True self-esteem comes from within, from a deep understanding and acceptance of your own strengths and weaknesses. Asserting your self-esteem also involves recognizing and challenging negative self-talk. Often, our inner critic is the harshest judge, undermining our confidence and perpetuating self-doubt. By becoming aware of these negative thoughts and consciously reframing them into positive affirmations, you can cultivate a more compassionate and supportive inner dialogue. This, in turn, strengthens your self-esteem and empowers you to embrace your authentic self. Finally, asserting self-esteem requires taking care of yourself, physically, emotionally, and mentally. Prioritizing your well-being through healthy habits, pursuing your passions, and surrounding yourself with supportive relationships reinforces your sense of self-worth. When you invest in yourself, you demonstrate that you value your own happiness and well-being, which strengthens your self-esteem and empowers you to assert your value in all your interactions. Number 4. Showing respect for others. Building meaningful connections starts with making others feel valued and appreciated during conversations. When you prioritize the other person's thoughts and experiences, you create an environment of respect and understanding, fostering deeper relationships. This approach not only boosts their self-esteem, but also encourages open, honest communication. One effective way to achieve this is by centering the conversation around them. Instead of focusing on your own achievements, ask open-ended questions that invite them to share their passions, recent projects, or personal interests. For example, a simple, "What's been exciting for you lately?" can open the door to a more engaging and fulfilling dialogue. Active listening is equally important. This means truly concentrating on what they're saying rather than planning your next response. Show you're engaged by nodding, maintaining eye contact, and providing thoughtful feedback to their points. This level of attentiveness demonstrates that you genuinely value their input and creates a connection rooted in mutual respect. Incorporating these strategies into your daily interactions can transform the way you communicate. By making others feel seen and heard, you not only strengthen your relationships, but also create a positive and collaborative atmosphere. When people feel respected, conversations become more meaningful, leading to enriched social and professional experiences. Number 5. Listening and focusing. During a conversation, Mastering the art of keeping conversations centered on others is a crucial skill that can significantly enhance connections and deepen relationships. When we prioritize giving others the space to share their thoughts and experiences, we validate their feelings and build a sense of trust. This approach fosters an environment where people feel valued and understood, creating a foundation for stronger bonds. A practical way to achieve this is by encouraging others to express themselves. When a conversation begins with a general topic, such as a recent news event or shared activity, redirect it towards their personal experiences. Asking questions like, "What did you think about that?" or "Have you had a similar experience?" not only engages them, but also shows that you genuinely care about their perspective. This invites them to open up, turning a surface-level discussion into a meaningful exchange. Another essential technique is active listening paired with thoughtful follow-up questions. For instance, if someone shares a recent trip, you could ask, "What was the highlight of your trip?" or "How did it make you feel?" These types of questions demonstrate genuine interest and encourage them to share more. Actively engaging in this way not only keeps the conversation flowing, but also helps you gain deeper insight into their world. Practicing these techniques daily, whether at work, during social events, or even in casual encounters, can transform your interactions. By focusing on the other person, you create a supportive and inclusive atmosphere, making them feel appreciated and heard. This not only enhances the quality of your relationships, but also enriches your own social experience by fostering genuine connections. Ultimately, centering conversations on others is a conscious choice that leads to stronger relationships and a more connected community. By listening actively and showing genuine interest, we can build bridges of understanding, cultivate meaningful bonds, and make our conversations more engaging and fulfilling. Number 6. Managing interruptions. Managing interruptions effectively is a crucial skill for navigating social and professional interactions with grace and maintaining productive dialogue. Interruptions, while sometimes unintentional, can disrupt the flow of conversation, create misunderstandings, and leave individuals feeling unheard and undervalued. Learning to handle interruptions assertively, yet politely, is essential for fostering mutual respect and ensuring that conversations achieve their intended purpose. One effective strategy for managing interruptions is to simply ignore them and continue speaking. This approach, while seemingly passive, can actually convey confidence and a firm grasp of the topic at hand. By maintaining your composure and continuing your thought, you subtly signal to the interrupter that their interruption was unnecessary and that you intend to finish your point. This tactic works particularly well with minor, fleeting interruptions. However, for more persistent or disruptive interruptions, a more direct approach may be necessary. Politely acknowledging the interruption before resuming your point is a good starting point. A simple phrase like, "I'll be happy to address that in a moment, but I'd like to finish my thought first," can effectively redirect the conversation while acknowledging the interrupter's contribution. This approach demonstrates respect while also asserting your right to speak uninterrupted. Another effective strategy is to redirect the interruption back to the original speaker. If someone interrupts you while another person is speaking, you can gently guide the conversation back on track by saying something like, "Actually, I think speaker's name was about to make an important point." This not only supports the interrupted speaker, but also subtly reminds the interrupter of proper conversational etiquette. Non-verbal cues can also be employed to manage interruptions. Maintaining steady eye contact with the person you are speaking to, even while being interrupted, can convey your intention to continue speaking. A slight raise of your hand can also serve as a gentle signal that you are not yet finished. These subtle cues can often be more effective than verbal interventions, particularly in group settings. In professional settings, establishing clear ground rules for communication can preemptively minimize interruptions. This might involve designating specific times for questions or comments, or using a structured format for presentations or meetings. By setting clear expectations up front, you can create a more organized and productive environment for communication. Number 7. Conclusion. Encourage viewers to practice these strategies in their daily interactions, as managing interruptions effectively can lead to more meaningful conversations and stronger connections. By fostering an environment of respect and attentiveness, we can enhance our communication skills and build lasting relationships. Valuing people for who they are is fundamental to building authentic relationships and fostering a sense of belonging. When we engage with others, it's essential to focus on their intrinsic qualities rather than their jobs or personal achievements, especially in initial conversations. Asking about someone's profession or accomplishments can inadvertently create pressure or make them feel defined by their status. Instead, prioritize getting to know them as individuals, exploring their interests, passions, and experiences. This approach encourages acceptance and appreciation of individuals without judgment, allowing for deeper connections based on mutual respect. Moreover, it's important to recognize that conversations can sometimes include trivial inaccuracies. Correcting someone on minor details can come across as pedantic and may disrupt the flow of dialogue. Instead of focusing on these small discrepancies, embrace the overall message and the emotions being conveyed. This not only demonstrates respect for the speaker, but also fosters a more relaxed and open atmosphere for discussion. Encouraging viewers to practice these principles in their interactions can lead to more meaningful connections. By valuing individuals for who they are, accepting them without judgment, and allowing conversations to flow naturally, we create an environment where everyone feels appreciated and understood. Ultimately, this mindset enriches our social experiences and strengthens the bonds we share with others, paving the way for lasting relationships. Creating opportunities for others to impress you is a powerful way to foster engagement and build meaningful connections. One effective method is to actively seek out others' opinions. By asking for their thoughts on various topics, you not only show that you value their input, but also encourage them to share their unique perspectives. Questions like, "What do you think about this idea?" or "How would you approach this situation?" invite individuals to contribute, allowing them to showcase their knowledge and insights. Listening to suggestions without dismissing them outright is equally important. Even if a suggestion seems unconventional or different from your own views, taking the time to consider it demonstrates respect and openness. This approach encourages a culture of collaboration and innovation, where individuals feel empowered to express themselves without fear of judgment. Moreover, it's essential to treat everyone with respect, regardless of their background or experience. Each person brings a unique set of skills and perspectives to the table, and acknowledging this diversity enriches conversations and interactions. By fostering an inclusive environment, you create opportunities for individuals to shine and contribute meaningfully. Encourage viewers to practice these strategies in their daily interactions. By actively seeking others' opinions, listening thoughtfully, and treating everyone with respect, we can create a space where individuals feel valued and inspired to impress us with their insights and talents. This not only enhances our relationships, but also promotes a culture of mutual respect and appreciation. Concerns about authenticity often arise when discussing the development of social skills, leading some to believe that being yourself means not working on these abilities. However, it's essential to challenge this notion. Authenticity does not equate to stagnation. Rather, it can coexist with the desire to improve and refine social skills. Embracing personal growth while remaining true to oneself is a powerful approach that can enhance both self-expression and interpersonal connections. Encouraging viewers to view social skills as a learnable and improvable asset is crucial. Just like any other skill, social skills can be developed through practice, observation, and feedback. By recognizing that these abilities are not fixed traits but rather competencies that can be honed, individuals can approach social interactions with a growth mindset. This perspective allows for greater flexibility and adaptability in various social situations. Moreover, reiterating that practice and improvement are essential for effective communication is vital. Engaging in conversations, seeking out new social experiences, and reflecting on interactions can significantly enhance one's ability to connect with others. Authenticity thrives in an environment where individuals are willing to learn and grow. By embracing the journey of developing social skills while staying true to oneself, viewers can cultivate deeper relationships and communicate more effectively, ultimately enriching their social experiences and personal connections. The importance of genuine connections and common mistakes that make relationships inauthentic. In the digital age where connections are just a click away, the concept of genuine relationships has become increasingly rare. and undervalued. Social media and online networking have given us the ability to connect with thousands of people instantly, yet many of these connections lack depth and authenticity. We may have hundreds of friends on Facebook or followers on Instagram, but how many of those people would genuinely be there for us when we need them? Building genuine connections, relationships that are rooted in trust, understanding, and mutual respect, has never been more important than it is today. True relationships go beyond surface-level interactions. They provide a sense of belonging, security, and emotional support that cannot be replaced by virtual likes or comments. Genuine connections are essential for our mental and emotional well-being, as they allow us to share our experiences, joys, and challenges with others who truly care. These relationships act as a buffer against the stress and isolation that are becoming increasingly prevalent in our hyper-connected yet emotionally distant world. Moreover, in professional contexts, genuine relationships can open doors to opportunities that are not accessible through superficial networking alone. A heartfelt recommendation or a personal introduction often carries far more weight than a cold email or a LinkedIn request. In the long term, genuine connections contribute significantly to our overall happiness. Research consistently shows that people with strong, meaningful relationships are happier, healthier, and live longer than those who lack these bonds. Quality relationships provide emotional support during difficult times and amplify joy during moments of success. Whether it's a close friend who listens without judgment or a mentor who believes in your potential, these connections create a foundation for personal growth and resilience. Genuine connections also foster mutual respect and understanding, allowing us to navigate conflicts with compassion and empathy. This strengthens the bond and ensures the relationship can endure challenges, making it a source of lifelong fulfillment. However, many of us fall into patterns of behavior that hinder the formation of genuine relationships. One of the most common mistakes is focusing too much on making an impression rather than building a connection. In an effort to appear impressive, people often dominate conversations with their achievements or attempt to project an idealized version of themselves. This creates a barrier to authenticity, as the other person may feel overshadowed or unable to relate. Genuine relationships are built on mutual vulnerability and openness, not on one-sided displays of success. Another pitfall is the lack of active listening. Many conversations today are transactional, with each party waiting for their turn to speak, rather than truly engaging with the other person's thoughts and feelings. This lack of attentiveness can make others feel undervalued and disconnected, preventing the relationship from deepening. Active listening, on the other hand, involves not just hearing but understanding and responding thoughtfully, creating a sense of validation and respect. Time is another critical factor. In our fast-paced lives, many people neglect to invest time in nurturing their relationships. Genuine connections require consistent effort, whether it's checking in regularly, celebrating milestones, or simply being present during moments that matter. Without this investment, relationships can stagnate, becoming shallow and superficial. Over time, this neglect erodes trust and intimacy, leaving both parties feeling unfulfilled. Superficiality is another common issue that undermines genuine relationships. Many interactions remain at a surface level, focused on pleasantries or generic topics, rather than delving into meaningful conversations. While casual interactions have their place, relying solely on them prevents the relationship from growing deeper. Vulnerability and authenticity are key to breaking through this barrier and building a connection that feels real and significant. Additionally, over-reliance on digital communication often hampers the depth of relationships. Texts and social media interactions lack the nuance of face-to-face conversations, where tone, body language, and immediate responses play a crucial role. While technology is a convenient tool for maintaining contact, it should not replace genuine efforts to connect in person. Over time, excessive reliance on digital communication can lead to misunderstandings, emotional distance, and a lack of true intimacy. The key to avoiding these pitfalls lies in prioritizing quality over quantity in relationships. It's better to have a few deep, meaningful connections than a large network of acquaintances who barely know you. Building genuine relationships requires self-awareness, empathy, and a commitment to authenticity. It involves being present, listening actively, and showing genuine interest in others. It also means being willing to open up and share your own thoughts and experiences, creating a space for mutual vulnerability. By focusing on these principles, we can cultivate relationships that enrich our lives and the lives of those around us. Genuine connections are not just about finding people who will be there for us, they are also about being there for others. This reciprocity creates a sense of balance and mutual support that strengthens the bond over time. In today's fast-paced digital world, taking the time to build genuine connections is both a challenge and an opportunity. While the temptation to settle for surface-level interactions is strong, the rewards of meaningful relationships far outweigh the effort required to cultivate them. Genuine connections provide emotional support, professional opportunities, and a sense of purpose that cannot be replicated by superficial networks. They remind us of the value of human connection in its truest form, encouraging us to slow down, listen, and invest in the relationships that matter most. In doing so, we create a richer, more fulfilling life, not just for ourselves, but for everyone we connect with. In summary, we've explored the vital role that social skills play in both personal and professional success. Mastering these skills can significantly enhance our ability to communicate effectively, build meaningful relationships, and navigate various social situations. We discussed practical techniques for keeping conversations centered on others, managing interruptions, and creating opportunities for individuals to impress us. By valuing people for who they are and actively seeking their opinions, we can foster a more inclusive and engaging environment. I encourage you to apply the techniques we've discussed in your daily interactions. Whether it's practicing active listening, allowing others to share their experiences, or treating everyone with respect, these strategies can lead to more fulfilling conversations and stronger connections. Remember, social skills are learnable and improvable assets that can enrich your life and the lives of those around you. 13 Older guy, traits that attract younger women. Qualities young women chase in a man. What's the secret behind older men attracting younger women? You might think it's all about financial stability, but there's so much more to the story. In reality, many men in their 40s, 50s and beyond find themselves enjoying a surprisingly successful dating life. Why? Because they embody traits that younger women find incredibly appealing. This video will reveal the 13 older guy traits that attract younger women. So, if you're ready to understand why age can be your greatest asset and how to showcase these traits, stay tuned and discover how to captivate younger women effortlessly. Number 1. Certainty. When it comes to dating younger women, one of the most compelling traits older men can exhibit is certainty. This certainty translates to confidence, a firm belief that you are the best option, the activities you enjoy are the best, and the places you choose are ideal. Unfortunately, a common pitfall many older men fall into is letting the negative aspects of aging erode their certainty. They become preoccupied with what's trendy or popular, doubting their own preferences and choices. However, there's an important psychological dynamic at play here. Women often have what I like to call "make up my mind for me" syndrome. They're not necessarily seeking a specific plan, but rather a good experience. This is where your certainty becomes invaluable. When a woman meets you and feels an initial attraction, her perception of you can swing drastically in either direction. You can either come across as the creepy old man or the sexy older guy. Confidence in this context means being sure of your value and your choices. Believe that a conversation with you will be enjoyable for her. Trust that a date with you will be a fantastic experience. Convince yourself that you are the best option for her and she will be inclined to agree. This kind of confidence is not about arrogance, but about self-assurance and clarity. By embodying this certainty, you transform from just another older man into an irresistibly attractive option. Comment, "I am confident," if you resonate with this and are ready to overcome any lingering doubts. Number 2. Embracing quiet power. Unlike younger men who are still figuring out life, older men possess this quiet power as a privilege earned through experience and overcoming life's challenges. This is an authoritative presence that doesn't need loud displays or demands to assert itself. Quiet power is about getting things done confidently and efficiently, which naturally makes women feel safe and secure. Quiet power means handling situations with calm assurance. Instead of making a scene or complaining loudly, you address the issue calmly and assertively. This not only resolves the problem, but also demonstrates your ability to handle challenges with grace and confidence. Women find this incredibly attractive because it signals that you are a man who can be relied upon. Younger men often feel the need to boast about their achievements or assert their dominance through loud behavior. This can come across as overcompensating and insecure. As an older man, you don't need to shout to be heard. Let your actions speak for you. This inner strength, when projected outwardly, creates a magnetic allure. As the famous philosopher Lao Tzu said, "Silence is a source of great strength." In relationships, this quiet power translates to a woman feeling secure and valued. She knows that in you, she has a partner who won't be easily rattled by life's challenges. This stability allows her to relax and feel more confident in the relationship. She can trust that you will handle situations thoughtfully and maturely, which is a trait that younger men often lack due to their limited life experiences. By embodying this quiet power, you not only attract younger women, but also foster deeper, more meaningful connections. Number 3. Mastering non-reactiveness. Non-reactiveness is about not being easily rattled or provoked. In a world where instant reactions are the norm, the ability to pause, assess, and respond thoughtfully sets you apart. Younger men, due to their lack of life experience, often struggle with this. They may react hastily, driven by ego or insecurity, which can lead to unnecessary conflicts or discomfort. In contrast, older men who have mastered non-reactiveness display a level of emotional intelligence that is highly appealing. It shows that you have weathered life's storms and emerged with the wisdom to handle whatever comes your way with grace. Non-reactiveness also plays a crucial role in building and maintaining trust. When a woman sees that you can remain calm and composed, even in stressful situations, she feels more secure in the relationship. In social settings, non-reactiveness can make you more approachable and likable. People are drawn to those who exude calmness and stability. Whether it's at a social gathering, a professional environment, or a casual outing, your ability to remain unperturbed by external events makes you stand out. By controlling your thoughts and emotions, you control your reactions, leading to a more fulfilling and balanced life. This inner peace and stability are incredibly appealing to younger women, who are often looking for a partner who can provide a sense of security and calm amidst the chaos of everyday life. Younger women want to be the ones trying to impress you, not the other way around. They see older men as distinguished and sophisticated, so when you try to impress them, it throws off this perception. The more able to keep your cool, the more attraction she begins to feel. Embrace these tests as opportunities to demonstrate your composure and increase her attraction. By mastering non-reactivity, you'll exude a calm confidence that is incredibly attractive. Number 4. Men who are not afraid to keep their heads down. Mature men have learned that not every situation requires a confrontational approach. They prefer to sit down and discuss matters calmly and rationally, aiming for mutually beneficial agreements. Unlike younger men who often feel the need to prove their worth through bravado and aggressive behavior, older men understand the value of maintaining composure and resolving conflicts peacefully. This trait, born out of experience and maturity, sets them apart from their younger counterparts and makes them particularly appealing to younger women. By avoiding unnecessary arguments, older men show that they are secure in themselves and do not need to seek validation through conflict. This calm demeanor extends to all social situations, making them more socially aware and better at picking up on social cues. They know how to navigate complex social dynamics without causing friction or discomfort. This is particularly attractive to younger women who often seek stability and reliability in a partner. Women appreciate men who can handle conflicts with grace and avoid unnecessary drama. It signals that they are with someone who will not embarrass them in public or create uncomfortable situations. This sense of security and predictability is incredibly appealing, especially to younger women who may still be navigating their own emotional landscapes and seeking stability in a partner. There's an old saying, "Deep rivers run quiet, ripe rice bends low." This wisdom encapsulates the essence of mature men who know when to lower their heads to resolve an issue without escalating it. This isn't about discarding self-respect. It's about prioritizing what truly matters. Mature men have learned that not every situation requires a confrontational approach. They prefer to sit down and discuss matters calmly and rationally, aiming for mutually beneficial agreements. This approach not only demonstrates emotional intelligence, but also shows deep respect for others and a desire to maintain harmony. What about you? Do you think that keeping your head down and yielding is something you shouldn't do? Share your thoughts. Number 5. Adopting a mentor mindset. One of the most compelling traits that can attract younger women to older men is the ability to adopt a mentor mindset. Younger women often seek guidance and wisdom, and older men, with their wealth of life experiences, are well positioned to offer this. Embracing a mentor role doesn't mean being condescending or overly critical. Instead, it's about being supportive, encouraging, and willing to share your knowledge and insights in a way that builds a deep emotional connection and fosters mutual respect. When a younger woman faces challenges at work or in her personal life, your perspective, based on your own experiences, can be invaluable. Sharing stories of how you've overcome similar obstacles and providing practical advice can help her navigate her situation. A mentor mindset also means being patient and understanding. Recognize that she is still growing and may make mistakes along the way. Offer guidance without judgment, being a source of stability and reassurance. Instead of seeing their mistakes as faults, view them as opportunities for learning and growth. Importantly, adopting a mentor mindset is not a one-sided affair. Younger women bring fresh perspectives and ideas that can enrich your life. Being open to learning from her, appreciating her insights, and valuing what she brings to the relationship creates a balanced and fulfilling dynamic. It ensures that both partners grow and thrive together, creating a harmonious and supportive environment. Encouraging her independence and personal growth is another key aspect of the mentor mindset. Support her ambitions and celebrate her achievements. For instance, if she's pursuing further education or a career milestone, show genuine interest and pride in her efforts. This fosters a sense of empowerment and strengthens the emotional connection between you. Remember the wisdom of Seneca: while we teach, we learn. By adopting a mentor mindset, you create a dynamic where both partners are continually learning from each other. This not only enriches the relationship, but also makes you irresistibly attractive to younger women who value your wisdom and support. Before we get into the next topic, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. This helps the YouTube algorithm recommend our video to a broader audience. We appreciate your support. Number 6. Financial security. Let's face it, folks, money talks, and it says a lot about you. But before you think I'm suggesting you need to be a millionaire to attract a younger woman, let's clear something up. Financial security isn't about flashing cash or being a sugar daddy. It's about the stability and peace of mind that comes with knowing you've got your financial ducks in a row. Picture this. You're on a date and the topic of bills comes up. You're not sweating because you've got your finances sorted. You've worked hard, saved smart, and now you can enjoy life without the constant worry of balancing the checkbook. Younger women find this incredibly appealing. Why? Because financial security means less stress and more fun. Now, don't think financial security is just about having a fat bank account. It's also about what it represents. It shows you're responsible, reliable, and capable of planning for the future. Younger women find this attractive because it signals you're not just living for today but also thinking ahead. You've got your retirement plan in place, an emergency fund, and maybe even some investments. This level of foresight is like catnip for someone looking for a stable partner. And let's not forget the wisdom that comes with financial stability. You've learned a thing or two over the years, and younger women can benefit from that knowledge. Maybe you've got some killer tips on managing money, making smart investments, or planning for a rainy day. Sharing this wisdom doesn't just make you look good, it strengthens your bond as you help her navigate her own financial journey. But here's the kicker: financial security isn't about control, it's about partnership. It's making sure both of you are on the same page, working together towards shared goals. Transparency is key here. When both partners have a say in financial decisions, it builds trust and equality in the relationship. No one likes a power tripper, so keep it balanced and respectful. And let's be honest, avoiding money stress is a huge plus. Financial arguments are one of the biggest relationship killers, but when you've got your finances in check, you eliminate one major source of tension. So, to wrap it up, financial security is more than just numbers in a bank account. It's about the freedom to enjoy life, the wisdom to plan ahead, and the reliability that younger women find incredibly attractive. Number 7. Romantic. Alright, let's dive into this one with a bit more flair. Picture this: an older man who knows the ropes of romance. He gets that relationships aren't just about the grand gestures, although those can be nice too, but about the little things that keep the connection alive and kicking. Now, take a younger guy. He might think that the bouquet of roses he bought 2 years ago on Valentine's Day is still doing the heavy lifting. He's missing the memo that romance is an ongoing effort. The older gentleman, on the other hand, has been around the block a few times. He knows that love isn't just something you declare once, it's something you demonstrate continuously. Imagine him waking up early to surprise his partner with breakfast in bed, just because he knows she had a tough week, or slipping a sweet note into her bag to find later. He's mastered the art of the small, thoughtful gestures that say, "You matter to me," without needing a special occasion as an excuse. This guy understands love languages. Whether it's words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, or physical touch, he's tuned in. He's figured out what makes his partner feel loved and appreciated, and he makes sure to speak that language fluently. It's not about the grand gestures, it's about the everyday acts of love that build up over time. Older men often bring a level of emotional intelligence to the table that's simply irresistible. They've learned from their past relationships that communication is key. They're more likely to listen, to really hear what their partner is saying, and to respond thoughtfully. This isn't about checking boxes, it's about genuinely connecting and making the other person feel valued. And let's not forget the shared experiences. This guy knows that creating memories together is vital. He might plan a spontaneous weekend getaway, not because it's a big show, but because he knows those moments are what life is made of. It's about building a collection of shared stories, of times when you both laughed so hard your stomachs hurt or found yourselves in a beautiful place you never expected to be. Number 8. The value of integrity. Integrity, it's one of those qualities that truly sets older men apart and makes them exceptionally attractive to younger women. We're talking about doing what you say you're going to do and not making excuses. This kind of reliability and consistency builds trust and a sense of security, the bedrock of any strong relationship. One common pitfall for older men is slipping into a victim mentality, thinking that women only care about money. This mindset leads to a cycle of excuses and inaction. But true integrity means taking responsibility for your life and actions. Remember the wisdom of Epictetus. It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Shifting to this mindset is crucial. Instead of seeing obstacles, see opportunities to demonstrate your reliability and strength. When you make a promise, keep it. If you say you'll call, make sure you do. If you plan a date, follow through. This kind of consistency is rare and deeply attractive. It shows that you are a man of your word, someone she can rely on. Let's say you're planning a weekend getaway. Don't just talk about it. Book the place, plan the activities, and make it happen. This proactive approach shows you're not just all talk, you're a doer. And in a world full of empty promises, being someone who follows through is incredibly refreshing. Another aspect of integrity is owning your mistakes and learning from them. No one is perfect, and everyone makes mistakes. What sets you apart is how you handle those mistakes. Instead of making excuses, acknowledge where you went wrong and take steps to make it right. This honesty and willingness to improve show a level of maturity and self-awareness that younger women find incredibly appealing. Integrity also means setting boundaries and respecting yourself. Don't compromise your values or bend over backward to please someone else. Know your worth and stand by your principles. This self-respect commands respect from others and sets the tone for a healthy, balanced relationship. For example, if she wants to meet up at times that consistently clash with your work or personal commitments, be honest about it. I really want to see you, but that time doesn't work for me. Can we find a slot that suits us both? This not only respects your own schedule, but shows her that you value your time and hers equally. In the end, integrity is about being genuine, reliable, and respectful. It's about being someone who stands firm in their values and isn't afraid to admit when they're wrong. This kind of authenticity is magnetic. Younger women, like anyone, are looking for partners they can trust and rely on. By embodying integrity, you become that person, making you irresistibly attractive in their eyes. Number 9. Less emotional baggage. Think about it. No one wants to start a new relationship already weighed down by someone else's unresolved issues. A mature man who has dealt with his past demonstrates that he's ready for a healthy, successful relationship. He isn't looking for a partner to play therapist or to fix him. He's already done the hard work of self-improvement. This readiness to engage in a balanced relationship without the need for constant emotional reassurance is incredibly attractive. Women, despite what rom-coms might suggest, are not typically looking to fix a man. The trope of the nurturing woman who patches up the emotionally broken man is more fantasy than reality. In truth, most women want a partner who is on their level, someone who has their act together. Entering a relationship with someone who has already figured himself out means she doesn't have to play the role of mother or therapist. Instead, she can be his partner, sharing experiences and growing together on equal footing. Picture this. You meet a younger woman who's intrigued by your maturity. She's had her fill of relationships with men who are still figuring themselves out, bringing all their past drama into the mix. When she talks to you, she senses your calm, your stability, and your lack of unnecessary drama. She feels safe, not because you're a knight in shining armor coming to rescue her, but because you're a stable partner who knows himself. Older men have had more time to process their past and understand their emotions. This often translates into better communication and fewer unnecessary conflicts. Instead of reacting impulsively or getting defensive, a mature man can discuss issues calmly and rationally. He's more likely to listen and empathize rather than getting caught up in ego-driven arguments. This doesn't mean older men are perfect or devoid of any emotional issues. Rather, it means they've learned from their past and are better equipped to handle emotional challenges in a relationship. They've had the time to understand what triggers them, how to cope with stress, and how to communicate their needs effectively. This self-awareness and emotional intelligence are incredibly appealing to younger women. Number 10. Gentlemanly behavior. An attribute that often sets older men apart in the realm of dating. Let's paint a picture. An older guy who understands and embraces the classic tenets of being a gentleman. He opens doors, pulls out chairs, and knows how to treat a woman with respect and kindness. This isn't about archaic notions or outdated customs. It's about making someone feel valued and respected. Younger men sometimes miss the mark here, not because they lack good intentions, but because they might not have fully grasped the nuances of such behavior. They may think that gentlemanly acts are old-fashioned or unnecessary in today's world. But here's the secret. These small gestures go a long way in showing a woman that she's worth the effort. It's not just about the actions, it's about the attitude behind them. A true gentleman doesn't just go through the motions. He genuinely cares about making his partner feel special. He knows that chivalry isn't about superiority, it's about respect and care. This understanding comes from years of experience and a deep-seated sense of empathy. Older men also tend to have a better grasp of the art of conversation. They know how to engage in meaningful discussions, ask the right questions, and genuinely show interest in what their partner has to say. This makes interactions more enriching and enjoyable. They understand the importance of balance, talking, listening, and creating a space where both parties feel valued. Moreover, gentlemanly behavior extends beyond dates and into daily life. An older man who embodies this trait will consistently show kindness and consideration, whether he's helping someone with a heavy bag, offering his seat, or simply treating others with respect. This behavior is attractive because it demonstrates a level of maturity and emotional intelligence that is often cultivated over time. Remember, being a gentleman isn't about grandiose displays of chivalry. It's about the everyday acts of kindness and respect that make a woman feel cherished. It's about opening doors, both literally and metaphorically, to show that you're considerate and thoughtful. It's these moments that build trust and admiration, creating a strong foundation for a lasting relationship. Number 11. Good communication skills. Alright, let's talk about something that doesn't come with a flashy resume or a neat package. Good communication skills. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds like something your grandma would say at a family dinner. But stick with me, there's more to this than meets the eye, especially when it comes to dating younger women. Good communication is like the secret sauce in a relationship. It's what makes everything blend together smoothly. An older man often has an edge here because he's had the time and experience to hone this skill. He's probably navigated enough tricky conversations to know how to handle them with grace and clarity. Young guys might be still figuring out the nuances of effective communication. They might talk more about themselves or struggle with finding the right balance in a conversation. But an older guy? He's been around the block. He knows how to read the room, understand non-verbal cues, and respond appropriately. He doesn't just listen. He listens with intent and responds with consideration. Let's say you're discussing something important, maybe a passion or a concern. An older man with good communication skills will give you his full attention. He won't just wait for his turn to speak. He'll actually process what you're saying and offer insightful feedback. This kind of engagement makes a huge difference. It shows that he values your opinions and cares about what's important to you. Moreover, good communication also means being able to handle conflicts without turning them into a battle. When disagreements arise, an older man with this skill can navigate them without drama. He knows how to express his thoughts clearly, listen to the other side, and find common ground without raising his voice or losing his cool. This level-headed approach is a huge plus for younger women looking for stability and maturity in a partner. In a nutshell, good communication skills are like the glue that keeps a relationship together. They help build a solid foundation of trust and understanding. So, if you've got a knack for engaging conversations and handling tricky topics with finesse, you're already on the right track. Keep honing those skills, and you'll find that they make you all the more attractive and appealing to younger women. Number 12. Sophisticated taste. This is one of those qualities that instantly sets an older guy apart from the crowd. Having refined tastes isn't just about having a penchant for the finer things in life. It's about knowing how to appreciate and savor them with style. So, what exactly does sophisticated taste look like? It's not just about owning a collection of rare wines or having an eye for art. It's more about the overall appreciation of quality and class in various aspects of life. For example, an older man with sophisticated taste might know the difference between a good pair of shoes and a great pair, not because he's a snob, but because he values craftsmanship and understands the nuances of quality. When it comes to dining, he's not just going to the trendiest new restaurant. He knows the difference between a gourmet meal and a quick bite. He enjoys the experience of fine dining, from the ambience to the taste, and he appreciates the art of food and drink. This appreciation often translates into a knack for selecting the right places for dates, creating memorable experiences that younger women find exciting and impressive. Then there's travel. Sophisticated taste in this area doesn't mean ticking off a list of exotic destinations. It's about savoring the experience of travel itself, whether it's exploring hidden gems off the beaten path or enjoying the cultural richness of a well-loved city. An older man who values travel knows how to make the most out of a trip, finding unique experiences and understanding the local nuances that make each destination special. The same principle applies to hobbies and interests. Maybe he's into jazz music, classic films, or a well-curated book collection. It's not just about having these interests, but being able to discuss them with genuine enthusiasm and insight. He knows what makes these interests worth pursuing and can share that passion in a way that's both engaging and enlightening. Young women are drawn to this sophistication because it suggests a depth of experience and an appreciation for life's finer details. It's not about showing off, it's about sharing something meaningful and enriching. Sophisticated taste often translates into a well-rounded personality, someone who knows how to enjoy life and make every moment count. And finally, number 13, respect for independence. When it comes to attracting younger women, respect for independence is a trait that often goes underappreciated, but is incredibly magnetic. It's not just about giving space, but genuinely valuing and supporting her autonomy. For many younger women, independence isn't just a lifestyle choice, it's a core part of their identity. An older man who understands and respects this aspect of their personality stands out in the dating world. Respecting independence means recognizing that she has her own life, interests, and goals. It's about being secure enough in yourself to support her ambitions without feeling threatened or needing to take center stage. For instance, if she's deeply invested in her career or has hobbies that she's passionate about, showing genuine interest and encouragement without overstepping or trying to control demonstrates respect for her autonomy. It's also about balancing your time together with her need for personal space. A man who respects independence will understand that spending time apart is not a sign of distance, but a healthy way to maintain individuality within the relationship. He knows that being apart doesn't diminish his value or the strength of the connection, but rather enhances it by allowing both partners to grow and bring fresh experiences to the table. In practical terms, this respect can manifest in various ways. It might mean letting her make decisions about her own life without trying to influence or control those decisions. It could also involve discussing plans and goals openly, ensuring that both partners' needs and aspirations are considered. Ultimately, respecting her independence is a sign of maturity and confidence. It shows that you're comfortable in your own skin and don't need to impose your will or seek constant validation from her. This kind of respect fosters a balanced, healthy relationship where both partners feel valued and free to be themselves. We've uncovered the 13 traits that make older men so appealing to younger women, from that effortless confidence to the sophisticated taste that truly stands out. It's clear that being older doesn't mean you're out of touch. It means you have a wealth of experience and qualities that are incredibly attractive. If you've recognized these traits in yourself or seen areas where you can improve, remember that the key is embracing and showcasing these qualities with genuine confidence. So, what's next? Start applying these insights to your dating life and watch how your relationships transform. confidence, quiet power, and a mentor mindset are all within your reach. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit from it. Drop a comment below with your thoughts or any questions you have. I'm here to help. And don't forget to subscribe for more content that helps you navigate the dating world with ease and success. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. The moment a beautiful woman steps out of her home, it's like the red carpet has been rolled out. In this reality, women are often treated like A-list celebrities, with men clamoring to catch their attention, leaving no room for doubt about their perceived value. For the average man, especially one who isn't 6 feet tall, ripped with abs, or flaunting an enviable bank account, this can feel like being stuck in an endless marathon of competitors. And as her self-image inflates, her perception of men often becomes skewed. She might dismiss someone not for lack of character or compatibility, but simply because they don't match her idea of what she deserves. This lack of understanding is not your fault. Society has never provided a clear guide for navigating relationships with women. Most men simply follow societal norms, often with disappointing results. It is important to pay close attention because this video is essential to learning how to attract women. While dating may seem confusing, gaining clarity is achievable by adopting a broader perspective. Instead of focusing solely on personal goals, look at the dating world as a whole, within your city, your country, and even globally. Taking this wider view reveals a fundamental truth. Dating operates like a marketplace with its own unique dynamics and principles. These are not strict rules, but general patterns and tendencies that have emerged over thousands of years of human evolution. Ignoring these principles is like swimming against the current, while aligning with them allows for smoother progress. First, let's learn about the general psychological truth of women. These principles are deeply rooted in the instinctive drive for reproduction. Over time, men and women have evolved different strategies to fulfill this drive, often resulting in conflict. Historically, men's optimal strategy was to maximize their opportunities to reproduce, while women focused on securing long-term commitment and resources from a provider. Even in the modern era, our minds are shaped by these ancient evolutionary instincts, which have persisted for over 1 million years. These primal drives are unlikely to disappear anytime soon. This creates a fundamental conflict. Women are the gatekeepers of sex, and men are the gatekeepers of commitment. Women may use sex to gain commitment, while men offer commitment to access intimacy. In the dating marketplace, sex and commitment serve as currencies exchanged to achieve individual goals. This dynamic explains why some men experience a decline in intimacy after marriage. When a woman feels she has secured maximum commitment, her biological drive for physical intimacy with her partner may decrease. This is not a personal failing, but a natural outcome. While women do enjoy intimacy, this video focuses on your side of the equation: commitment. Commitment can be categorized into 4 levels. The first level is attention and approval, which women seek initially. The second level is non-exclusive dating. The third level is an explicit, exclusive relationship, and the fourth level is marriage, representing the ultimate commitment. The issue of inflated egos often arises at the first level. Offering too much attention and approval early on lowers your value. Many men fall into this trap, showering attractive women with excessive compliments, constant agreement, and disproportionate focus. Your attention and approval are valuable resources. It is crucial to be selective about where you direct them. Just as physical intimacy is not automatically granted to you, women are not entitled to your attention and approval. These should be reserved for women who reciprocate your efforts with time and energy. By doing so, you increase your value and make yourself someone worth pursuing. Giving too much attention too soon only inflates her ego and diminishes your perceived worth. Recognizing the value of your commitment as a form of currency is essential. But how do you manage her ego, ensuring it does not overshadow yours, especially as you progress beyond the initial stages? A woman's inflated ego often makes her feel superior. Most men either submit to this or attempt to deflate her ego, neither of which are effective strategies. The true solution lies in elevating your value and fully understanding your own worth. This process involves 2 key steps. The first step is mastering the game of chicken. This concept involves 2 individuals facing off to see who concedes first. Nice guys typically lose this game, constantly yielding power in interactions to avoid conflict or gain approval. When you consistently prioritize her desires over your own, you surrender control. Conceding, often referred to as blinking, happens when you panic and backpedal at the first sign of disapproval. You might try to appease her by acting overly agreeable or nice to avoid tension. For example, you may approach with confidence but lose composure when faced with a negative reaction. This leads us to the second critical principle. People respect those who cannot be intimidated. If a woman realizes that her attempts to test or manipulate you are ineffective, she will perceive you as superior. This is why confident men, often labeled as players, tend to succeed. Women recognize their inability to control them. Your mindset plays a pivotal role in determining your success with women. It is about how you perceive yourself, your attitude towards women, and your level of confidence. You must be willing to engage in the game of chicken and hold your ground. A woman does not inherently know your worth. She infers it based on your demeanor. For example, if she criticizes something you enjoy, such as a favorite YouTuber, and you remain composed and unbothered, you demonstrate confidence. On the other hand, justifying your preferences signals insecurity and places undue importance on her opinion. Always avoid revealing that you watch videos like this one, as it diminishes your perceived value. The second step involves communicating from a position of implicit status. This means showing confidence and authority without arrogance or boasting. For instance, if a woman criticizes your choice of shoes, reacting defensively or trying to make a witty comeback are unnecessary and counterproductive. These reactions are attempts to impress, but they ultimately undermine your confidence. Non-reactive communication is about staying calm and composed. If she criticizes your shoes, simply acknowledge her comment by thanking her for her input and moving on. If she compliments them, a straightforward "thank you" is enough. This unflappable attitude conveys high status and confidence. A woman will notice when her words do not affect you, and this strengthens your perceived value. Now let's get into the details. Step 1. Know your worth and radiate confidence. Confidence is one of the most attractive qualities a person can have. Whether you're navigating relationships, friendships, or professional connections, understanding your own value is key. When you know your worth, you project a sense of security and independence that others naturally gravitate toward. This isn't about arrogance or trying to prove you're better than someone else. It's about believing in yourself and not letting the opinions or actions of others define how you feel. Let's put this into perspective. Imagine you're texting someone you're interested in, and the notification pops up. Your first instinct might be to respond immediately, right? But here's the thing. Doing so every time can send the message that you're too available even if you're not. Instead, take a beat. Go back to what you were doing, whether it's finishing a work task, hitting the gym, or finally figuring out how to make that TikTok recipe you saved weeks ago. When you respond later, not only will your message carry more weight, but it will also subtly show that you have a fulfilling, busy life. Here's the secret sauce. Confidence isn't just about how you act around others. It's about how you treat yourself. Prioritize your hobbies, passions, and growth. Ever wanted to pick up photography, try a martial art, or learn how to make the perfect cup of coffee? Do it. When you're living a life that's genuinely exciting and rewarding to you, that confidence naturally shines through, and it's contagious. People, regardless of gender, respect someone who has their own life and doesn't depend on external validation. So next time you're tempted to drop everything to respond to someone, pause. Ask yourself, does this add to the person I'm trying to become? When you take care of your own happiness first, you not only become more confident, but also more intriguing to everyone around you. Confidence, after all, isn't about chasing, it's about leading your own journey. Step 2. Don't make your attention too easy to earn. Picture this. You're at a dinner party and someone keeps showering you with compliments. You're so amazing. I've never seen anyone like you. Wow, even the way you hold that fork is inspiring. At first, it felt good. But after a while you might start to wonder, is this even genuine? Do they say this to everyone? That's how it can feel when you give someone attention too easily. It starts to lose its value. Now let's apply this to relationships. If you're constantly offering praise for every little thing, her hairstyle, her outfit, or even her ability to post an Instagram story, she's going to assume you're just like everyone else clamoring for her attention. Instead, try a different approach. Compliments are great, but when they're earned, they're even more powerful. For example, instead of saying, "You look beautiful," a compliment she's probably heard 1,000 times, notice something she's put effort into. Maybe she's been working on a creative project or just landed a tough deal at work. Acknowledge those achievements. "I can tell how much work you put into that presentation. It's impressive." This not only shows that you're paying attention to the things that matter, but also sets you apart as someone who values substance over surface. The lesson here is simple. Attention is like currency. If you give it away too freely, its worth diminishes. By being selective and thoughtful with your praise, you're encouraging her to bring her best self forward, not for validation, but because she feels respected and seen. Ultimately, it's not about withholding attention to play games. It's about ensuring your compliments and focus mean something. When you genuinely value her for who she is and not just how she looks, she'll appreciate your attention more, and it won't feel like you're just another admirer in the crowd. Step 3. Avoid displaying dependence. You're assembling a puzzle. Each piece is important, but one piece doesn't define the entire picture. Now think of your life as that puzzle. When someone feels like they're the only piece holding it together, they may start taking their place in your life for granted. The same applies in relationships. If you appear overly dependent on her for your happiness, it can make her feel like she's the one in control, and over time, it may even lessen her respect for you. Instead, shift your focus to building and maintaining your own fulfilling life. For example, if she suggests meeting on a night you've already planned to hit the gym or work on a side project, don't be afraid to say, "I'd love to, but I already have plans, let's pick another day." This subtle move communicates two important things. First, you value your time, and second, you're not dropping everything for her. Having your own interests, goals, and responsibilities shows that your world doesn't revolve entirely around her. Maybe you're passionate about volunteering, deep into a career milestone, or exploring hobbies like hiking or painting. Whatever it is, those elements of your life add depth and dimension to who you are, making you more intriguing. Here's the kicker. When someone realizes they're not the center of your universe, they'll often start valuing their place in your life even more. Why? Because scarcity creates value. If your time and attention aren't endlessly available, she'll naturally appreciate the moments you do spend together. Remember, healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, not dependency. By focusing on living a full, vibrant life, you show that while you cherish her presence, you're already complete on your own. And that confidence? It's irresistible. Step 4. Play the game of gentle challenges. People, particularly those with strong personalities or high confidence, enjoy the thrill of a little challenge. It's part of human nature to value what isn't easily obtained, and this dynamic applies to relationships too. When everything is agreeable or predictable, interactions can lose their spark. That's why introducing gentle challenges can keep things engaging and intriguing, especially for women with strong egos who enjoy the feeling of conquest. For instance, imagine she's proudly showing you a creative project she's been working on, like a painting or a presentation. Instead of immediately agreeing with every word of praise she's probably heard, you might say something like, "That's really creative, I like the use of colors. But I wonder if it'd be even better with a bit of a bold twist in that corner." Delivered with a playful smile, this type of comment adds a layer of curiosity and keeps the conversation dynamic. The idea here isn't to be overly critical or argumentative, but to show that you have your own perspective and aren't afraid to express it. This subtle opposition keeps the interaction fresh and engaging, For example, if she's boasting about how great a restaurant she discovered is, you could respond, "That place? Not bad, but I think you'll be really impressed when I take you to my favorite spot next time." These gentle challenges do two things. First, they demonstrate that you're not blindly agreeing with everything she says just to win her favor. Second, they create an atmosphere of playful banter that sparks connection and mutual respect. Remember, this isn't about undermining her achievements or opinions. It's about creating a dynamic where both of you feel comfortable being authentic and challenging each other in light-hearted ways. When done well, it builds a unique rapport and keeps the relationship interesting, making you someone she'll genuinely enjoy engaging with. Step 5. Show your value through actions, not words. True value isn't declared, it's demonstrated. People naturally respond to what they see and experience, not just what they're told. If you want someone to recognize your worth, especially a woman with a strong sense of self, the best approach is to let your actions speak louder than words. Imagine this scenario. Instead of saying, "I'm a hard-working, ambitious person," you quietly dedicate yourself to your career, develop new skills, or launch a project you're passionate about. When she sees your consistent efforts and tangible results, like landing a promotion, mastering a new language, or even transforming your fitness routine, she'll take notice without you having to spell it out. Investing in yourself isn't just about impressing others, it's about becoming the best version of you. This means enhancing your career, grooming your appearance, and expanding your knowledge base. For example, maybe you've always wanted to learn about wine pairing, take up photography, or deepen your expertise in a professional field. Pursuing these goals not only makes you more interesting, but also signals that you're someone with direction and ambition. Another key point is balance. When you're fully immersed in your own growth and goals, it sends a clear message. Your life is already fulfilling, and you're not centering everything around her. This independence often leads to a natural shift in dynamic. She'll start seeing you as someone worth paying attention to, rather than someone who constantly seeks her validation. Actions like these adjust the balance of power in a relationship. When she realizes you're a man of substance with potential and purpose, her perspective shifts. Instead of viewing you as one of many vying for her attention, she'll recognize that being part of your life is a privilege. Ultimately, when you focus on growing into the person you want to be, her ego adjusts on its own. You're no longer someone seeking her approval. You're someone she genuinely admires and values. Step 6. Make her realize she needs you. Confidence and independence are attractive qualities, but the real turning point in any dynamic is when someone recognizes your unique value, something they don't want to lose. For a woman with a strong ego, this realization can gently shift the balance, reducing her sense of superiority and creating a mutual respect. The key? Demonstrate through your actions and relationships that your presence adds value not only to her life, but to the lives of others around you. Start by cultivating a fulfilling and engaging social circle. Surround yourself with friends, colleagues, and acquaintances who genuinely enjoy your company and respect you. When a woman sees you interacting positively with others, whether it's leading a conversation at a dinner party, cracking a joke that has everyone laughing, or offering thoughtful advice to a friend in need, she'll begin to view you as someone worth having in her life. This isn't about putting on a show, it's about building meaningful connections that naturally enhance your appeal. Imagine this. You're out with a group of friends and she joins. Instead of focusing all your energy on her, you're actively engaging with everyone, making people feel seen and heard. She watches as you tell a funny story, offer genuine compliments, or support a friend with thoughtful words. In that moment, she realizes that you're not just a great partner, you're someone who brings value to every relationship you're part of. Equally important is showcasing your passions and pursuits. Whether it's excelling in your career, dedicating time to a hobby, or volunteering for a cause you care about, these elements of your life demonstrate your depth and purpose. For instance, if you're passionate about running marathons, invite her to cheer you on at the finish line. Or if you're part of a book club or a professional organization, share your experiences. These actions show that you're a multidimensional person who contributes to the world in meaningful ways. Here's another layer. positioning yourself as a source of inspiration and partnership. People are drawn to those who elevate them, whether through encouragement, shared experiences, or simply being a steady, supportive presence. Let her see how you inspire others to strive for their goals, maintain a positive outlook, or approach challenges with resilience. When she recognizes that you're the type of person who could enhance her own growth and happiness, she'll start to value your presence on a deeper level. It's also important to strike a balance between being available and maintaining your own space. If you're constantly there at her beck and call, she may take your presence for granted. Instead, make her feel like your time is precious. But when you do spend time together, ensure it's meaningful and memorable. For example, instead of simply hanging out without purpose, plan an activity that aligns with your interests and hers. It could be exploring a new hiking trail, attending a concert, or trying a unique cooking class. These shared moments create lasting impressions, reinforcing the idea that you're someone she doesn't want to lose. In the end, the goal isn't to manipulate her into needing you. It's to naturally demonstrate your value through how you live your life and interact with others. By being a source of inspiration, connection, and positivity, you'll subtly encourage her to recognize your worth. The result? A relationship built on mutual appreciation, where her ego isn't inflated, but balanced by a deep respect for the role you play in her life. Step 7. Be steadfast and unaffected by her challenges. When interacting with a woman who exudes confidence or displays a sense of superiority, it's natural for her to test your boundaries. This isn't necessarily done maliciously, but is often a subconscious way to gauge your character, confidence, and emotional stability. If you're easily flustered or overly reactive, you may unintentionally signal insecurity or a lack of self-assurance. Instead, maintaining a calm and composed demeanor is key to earning her respect and creating a balanced dynamic. Consider this scenario. She makes a remark like, "You always seem so sure of yourself. What if you're wrong?" It's easy to fall into the trap of either justifying yourself or brushing it off awkwardly. Instead, a confident response could be, "That's true, I'm not right about everything, but I've learned that being sure doesn't always mean being perfect. It just means I trust myself to adapt." By staying composed and turning the situation into an opportunity to show self-awareness, you communicate that you're neither intimidated nor defensive. One common mistake men make is overcorrecting when faced with her challenges. If she appears uninterested, aloof, or throws out a subtle jab, resist the urge to win her approval or seek validation. For instance, if she acts unimpressed by your plans, rather than rushing to defend yourself or change the subject, remain steady. Say something like, "I get it. It's not for everyone, but I enjoy it. Let's see if you change your mind." This approach keeps the tone light while affirming your confidence in your own choices. Another example might occur during a disagreement. If she dismisses your perspective with something like, "I don't think that'll work," avoid taking it personally or escalating. Instead, calmly acknowledge her point while reaffirming your stance. "That's fair. I see where you're coming from. I still think this is a solid option, but I'm open to hearing more of your ideas." This balanced response shows that you're not afraid to stand your ground but remain respectful and open to dialogue. What sets this approach apart is its consistency. Women respect men who demonstrate steadiness, not just in the moment, but over time. If you react unpredictably or let her challenges dictate your mood, it undermines the confidence you're trying to project. Show her that your actions and emotions are driven by your principles, not by a need to conform to her expectations. The real takeaway here is that steadfastness isn't about being rigid or dismissive. It's about responding thoughtfully, maintaining emotional stability, and staying true to who you are. Whether she tests your patience, questions your choices, or plays hard to get, your ability to remain unshaken will naturally shift the dynamic. Over time, your calm and composed presence will build a foundation of mutual respect. She will recognize you as someone who is not easily influenced or controlled, and this strength will enhance both your value and her admiration. Destroying a woman's ego might seem like a game changer, but it's only one piece of the puzzle. If you want to truly take control and build stronger dynamics, you need to guard yourself against manipulation. Women who recognize your weaknesses can subtly use them to steer situations in their favor. And trust me, it happens more often than you think. Ready to flip the script? In our next topic, we'll uncover how to stop being manipulated by women and take charge of your interactions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss valuable insights like these. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel for more insights on enhancing your social skills and personal development. Don't forget to like and share this video with friends and family who might benefit from these tips. Engaging with our content not only supports our community, but also helps you stay updated on future discussions that can further your journey in mastering social skills. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.